Hello YouTubers. Today I'm going to talk about why I'm a vegan. I've been a meat eater for the last 18 years of my life. I love meat. Tastes great. But for moral and for health reasons, I decided to become vegan. First I'm going to talk about the health reasons, and then I'm going to talk about the moral reasons. And you meat eaters out there, you can challenge me. You can write me comments and tell me how you feel. The dog is rustling. Hi, baby. Look, chop. Anyway, let's talk about health reasons. I'm a vegan now because I've researched that the leading cause of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and dementia, and a host of other chronic illnesses and diseases are caused by eating meat and dairy. So I've decided to change my life and start a new leaf, and I feel great. I'm on the 5th day of being a vegan. I've been eating nothing but raw fruits and vegetables. And it's great. It's terrific. I love raw fruit and vegetables. They're terrific. They taste great. I feel I have more energy than I've had in years. And I think I'm going to live this life. I'm going to have a much more fruitful life. And that's the reason I am vegan. Also, to support my claim of being a vegan and why you should be a vegan, is because our bodies are not designed to eat meat. Do you know that you have bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungus, and mold in your intestines right now? Shocking, isn't it? Those of you that are overweight and bloated, that's the reason why. It's because we can't process the meat. We can't, we process some of it. First of all, let's get into the biology and anatomy of this. Lions and tigers eat meat. They're carnivores. And like any other carnivore, they have smaller intestines and a more acidic digestive system. Acid-based digestive system. That acid is able to eat away at the meat and process the meat at a faster rate. And because it can process the meat at a faster rate, they're able to digest it and be okay with it. But as for humans, we have an alkaline digestive system. We have alkaline digestive juices that break down the meat. And it just doesn't cut it. It's not good enough. Ever wonder why you get heartburn or GERD? It's because our bodies cannot digest it, and it takes extra peptic acid to actually burn away at that hamburger meat. We're not designed to eat meat. Look at our teeth. I don't have sharp teeth. We were meant to eat seeds and plants. In Genesis 1:29, open your Bibles, God gave man fruit, gave man seeds and the plants of the earth to eat and harvest. It says it right there in the Bible, staring you right in the face. But after the flood and man's sin, God put healthy and unhealthy beasts of the wild together, the unclean and the clean. And he said, you can eat of this meat because there was a famine. There was no harvest. There was no there was no vegetation because of the flood. So man had to resort to eating meat. And since man decided to eat meat, well, he couldn't give it up. Yes, meat is delicious. Cheese is delicious. If you want parasites and bacteria to eat away at your digestive system, that's why people get colon cancer. It's because your body, years of eating that shit, your body cannot digest it all. That's why we have larger intestines. We have a larger intestinal lining. That meat has to travel a lot longer to reach our colons. And guess what? Some of it gets left over. And that's why there's fungus and mold. Take a piece of meat, raw meat, and put it on your countertop for about a week. And you tell me what happens to that meat. First, it stinks, it smells, it's horrible. Then my father told me that I smelled. And I tell him, well, I shower every day. I have clean clothes. Well, what stinks? Maybe it's the food you eat. He's right. Because the stink, when we sweat, our sweat glands and all that, that's the fungus and the mold and the rot. There's rotting flesh in your body. So yeah, consume those hamburgers. Go to McDonald's and consume those hamburgers to face the consequences. Not only that, you know how they say, you are what you eat? Well, maybe there's some truth to that. I'm going to talk about the moral reasons more in depth with you, how cows are slaughtered and exploited, and it's pretty horrendous. I'm going to show you some videos that may change your mind about the whole process of this food and dairy industry. The meat and dairy industry they're abominable. There's no words to describe the level of evil, level of cruelty that they do to animals. So a cow, when first of all, they're corn fed in a slaughterhouse, and it's not their traditional grazing that we eat, the leafy greens and the leafy greens, the grass of the earth. They don't eat that. They eat corn fed garbage. They get fat, obese, and they get very depressed. And they're in these shutters. They're in these small confines. So they're in these small confines, and you gotta imagine if a cow is depressed and lethargic and weak, and we're consuming that meat that is from that cow that is lethargic, sick, and ill, what do you think that's going to do to our bodies? That's going to cause us depression, major depression disorder, anxiety disorder. There's a correlation. I believe there's a correlation between what we eat and how we feel in our emotions. Because I think some of that animal, some of its suffering, gets introduced into our bodies. We absorb that suffering and that viciousness that was given, that poor animal exhibited. The poor animal was subjected to such fear and suffering and pain that gets introduced into our bodies when we absorb it. Yeah, and all the drugs like that they got out there for depression, Visatril, Prozac, to name a few, there would be no need for that if we had a more plant-based diet. So if you want to get off Prozac and all these mentally crazy drugs, they decide to eat a more plant-based diet. Do you want to be dependent on the pharmaceuticals for Prozac? Do you? Or Visatril? You don't. Because there's a lot of artificial crap they put in that stuff that kills us. Pharmaceutical companies have done this for years. This is how they make their bread and butter, so to speak. The pharmaceutical industry and the food and the meat and dairy industry are inseparable. They work together. They're conspirators to get us sick. It's all part of the control and depopulation agenda. So, okay, we weren't designed to eat meat. I talked about some of the health effects of eating meat. But these things are completely reversible. You can get the parasites and the mold and fungus out of your system if you decide to go on a whole, raw, vegetable, fruit, legume diet. There is also a concoction that I make every day, a tonic. It has 1 part grapefruit, 1 part grapefruit, 2 oranges, and 4 lemons. I squeeze them all together and make a blend out of it. I drink it every morning. I drink green tea every morning. These two nutrients give me health and vitality like I've never had. And I believe it's killing off parasites and bacterium that are living in my stomach. And guess what? I have less and less a desire to eat the crap. I have less and less desire to eat the processed shit. The reason you eat the processed garbage is because there's fucking additives in it. There's the addictive hormones, that are put in the shit. They want to get us hooked. And they want to kill us. And this is how they're doing it. We have to take a stand, not just in America, but the whole goddamn world, and say, fuck off. I want to live. Grow a garden. You can do it. If you have a home, grow a garden. Then you know what's in your shit. There's no pesticides. There's no garbage in it. It's 100% from Mother Earth. Because everything when you go to the grocery store, you don't know. Read a package. Read the nutritious content of a potato chip. Is it too expensive? And I hear Meateaters tell me, well, it's too expensive. I'd rather just eat. I'll talk about the financial reason too, along with the health reason. Financially, cauliflower, lettuce, spinach. Is that expensive? Unless I look, it's a couple of $2, $3 per pound. Not very expensive. I'd rather eat a head of broccoli a day than snack on an entire bag of potato chips. Potato chips are $3.50, $4 plus. When's the last time you had a bag of Dorito chips that weren't less than $4? So they're draining our pockets and they're killing us. I'd rather drain some of my money in my pocket and live longer and happier and healthier. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't any American? Wouldn't any human being want to? So those are some of the health reasons. Now I'm going to get into the moral reasons. You ready for this? Whatever you're doing right now, if you're on your cell phone devices and whatnot, please turn your cell phones off. Devote your complete attention to what I'm about to show you. and tell you. First I'm going to talk, then I'm going to show you. Because I'm not only going to be talking about it, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to start an animal rights activism campaign. And every money, all the monies that are going to be donated, I'm going to put into saving the lives of poor, innocent animals that don't deserve to be slaughtered. If you stand up for that cause, if you love animals, you're going to do it. 100% of my proceeds are going to go to it. So if you'd like to subscribe to my video, please donate as well. Because if you believe in animal rights, you'll do it. I want to build sanctuaries for animals, and havens for them, and places where kids and humans can interact and have fun with them and play with them. Because contrary to what our culture tells us, cows and pigs, they're funny, they're creative, they're intelligent. They make us smile, they make us cry. And if they're going to elicit those kind of emotions, I think they deserve to live. Let me ask you, meat eaters, does an animal deserve to die? When a cow wakes up in the morning, do you think its first thoughts are, gee, I want to go right in that lion's mouth and get chewed up and eaten. You know what? I just want to get slaughtered today. Hell fucking no. When a lion, when a cow sees a lion, what does a cow do? What does another bovine animal do? Do they, A, go in the mouth of the lion peacefully without any struggle? Oh, Mr. Lion, I'm so happy. Let me shake your hand and go right in your mouth. That's A. Do they, B, go in a human-owned slaughterhouse and waft themselves into a factory? Or do they C, run? They run. I am the voice of those animals that are abused, the victims that are abused, exploited, and mistreated. If you don't like this video, if it offends you too much, turn it off. But those that are enlightened and want to listen, those that have similar feelings and are animal lovers, please continue to watch. I'm going to show you, I have a little baby puppy right here. And she is the most precious thing. Just great. I'll trade her right in my arms. She knows that I love her. Right now, she's my little baby. You know that the human chromosome is just slightly different from what I'm holding right here. Slightly different than a pig. Slightly different than a sheep. Slightly different than a turkey or a chicken. Did you know that? We're all made of the same yolk. Just different. It's just some chromosomes and genes that separate us from what I'm holding here and what you see on your screen. Is this little baby puppy on the dog? Look at him. It's full of life. Everyone's resting on my arms. He loves me. He knows I will kill him. I'm gonna take a picture looking at a poking at him. See him whimper and cry. and suffering. What's the difference between this and a pig or a cow? We are all animals. And you meat eaters are going to say, we're not animals, we're humans. There's no fundamental difference between a human and a pig or a cow or any other animal that exists on this planet. We all deserve to have life, right? Brownie thinks so. Right, Brownie? Yeah, right? Maybe a pork chop here. He didn't have to be born this way. God made him that. God chooses to make us all live. Every day is a victory. Every day that you live, you got to thank God that you have life. These animals are divine. They're innocent. They're innocent. They don't know about violence or murder or greed. Shame on us. But if we continue to put hamburgers in our mouths, we're going to continue to put hamburgers in our mouths. We're not going to change a goddamn thing. You want to go now? Make the right choice. Just because when you go into a grocery store, you see a package of meat and it looks innocent. It does. When you see a package of meat, it looks nice and, it looks harmless, doesn't it? They make it look like it. I could take some human flesh and I can dress it really nice. And you could think it's, wow, look at this. Got a 5-course meal here. Look at this gourmet food. See where I'm getting at? You see where I'm getting at. Animals have feelings. Dogs have feelings. Whenever I leave the house, my little brownie, he cries. He whimpers. He's torn part of my rug because of it. Pigs are the same way. They display emotion and feelings. They know about pain and suffering and abuse. We do not have the right to kill them. I'm talking about the health reasons, now I'm talking about the moral reasons. This is the 21st century, 2018. It's time to change and be a vegan. If we lived in a vegan world where people ate nothing but fruits and vegetables, we wouldn't have crime, we wouldn't have murder, rape, to name a few. We would live in peace and harmony with Mother Earth, which is what we were originally designed for. Were we born in a home? Were we born in a building? Or were we born in nature? Didn't Adam and Eve come from nature? That's our homeland. When a cow wakes up in the morning, you know what he thinks about? Oh, I'm gonna run right in the grass and have fun and explore the world. It's new and exciting and fun. This big pasture of land. Oh my God, I just can't wait to run and hop and meet my family and be happy. Does he think in the morning, jeez, I just want to be slaughtered? No, they don't. So they don't deserve to be killed. If a lion or a tiger or some cheetah or another predator decides to hunt and kill a cow, then You know, so that's nature. I'm not saying that a cow doesn't a lion has the right to kill a cow. A lion doesn't know anything. First of all, a lion doesn't know about civil rights. Okay? They don't know about politics. But we do. What's our excuse? If we're so evolved and mature, why do we do it? And like I said, a lion is a carnivore. They eat meat. So, and then they're going to have the media who's going to say that, oh, plants are sentient, so plants have feelings. Plants don't have any feelings because plants don't have a central nervous system. Don't tell me that garbage. And even if they did have any kind of emotion, don't you think? I mean, when's the last time you pet your cactus? I don't remember the last time I walked my lettuce. Do you see where I'm getting at? It's not your fault that you've been lied to. Eggs are good for you. Eggs are not good for you. Eggs are loaded with cholesterol and fat. Most meat is the same way. So if you want to die, go right ahead. Those that want to live, as you say, live 90, 100 years. You may want to heed my advice. Now I'm going to show you a couple of videos. They are disturbing. They are violent. They will challenge your beliefs. They are upsetting. But you need to be enlightened. You need a wake-up call. So I'm going to show you these videos right now. Get my computer ready. Hope you guys can see this. My other computer. Might not be able to see it really well or clearly, but you can hear the sounds and all the other things I'm going to talk about. This is Gary Yurgosky, and you should subscribe to him. We'll start the video right now. Sometimes the pictures are more telling. They express more than what I can say. Look at that. Look at that poor baby. Look at that pig. Trying to run away. Yeah, cut the necks right off and fling them right in there. Heartless. Look at the fish. Can't breathe. Getting his scales torn, ripped alive. Ripped right off. Would you want your skin plucked right out while you were alive? How would that feel? Ripped his leg, cut his legs right off. Little baby chicks being fed into a machine where they're crushed and grinded, killed. This is when they're debeaked. The noses are burned off. This is when they're dehorned. The cows, so they can't fend for themselves. Because we're cowards, because we can't fight the cows if they try to fend for themselves. So we just burn them right off. Cowards that we are. They're fighting. Poor little baby. They're cold. They're confined. With the neck sliced right off. Next cut. Now, do you see a human? You see one of the cow murderers chewing on them or biting them? No, they're using weapons to kill them. We weren't designed for that. Abuse. They didn't ask for that. Neck sliced right at the jugular. Can't feel pain, huh? No pain, right? Fighting. Get me out of here. That's my first video. I have more videos too. There's going to be a part 2 to this. It looks like my computer just turned off. My other computer. Just give me a second. See if I can get the videos back. Okay, I have another video here. This one's called Slaughterhouse Cries. Sorry. There it is. Hear the cries. Tell me what you think. Hear what the farmers say to the cows. Watch them poke them. Did he ask for that? That's it for that video. This is about a cow crying in pain. This is very graphic. Ready? Yeah, I think they already cut his neck. Grunting. Okay. Now I got one more video for you, which is gonna inspire you and give you some hope. Here's the video. Get going. These are freed cows from a slaughterhouse. Look at them hopping and all giddy and running in the fields. Tell me that's a creature that wants to be slaughtered? Full of life and happy. They didn't deserve to die. This is their home. Told you there was going to be some growing pains today. I wasn't lying. Now that you've seen that, how do you feel? How does that make you feel? Seeing a cow get its throat sliced. A defenseless cow that can't even fight for itself because we dehorned it. Burned its horns off at a young age. We are cowards too. We're cowards. Because we don't want to get hurt, right? We don't want, because it would defend itself if it could. Did you hear all the harsh words that butcher said to the cow? Did it deserve that treatment? Did it deserve to be punched and kicked and plucked with a pitchfork? Bludgeoned with a pitchfork. Beaten. Exploited. I want you to take some time to reflect on that. Maybe it'll change your minds. I hope it does. It's shocking, disturbing, it's painful. There is no difference between a cow, a pig, a dog. We kill them. Kill them. Just because they're in neat, nice packages in a grocery store. We don't want to think about it. We just want to pick it up and buy it and cook it in our pans. Yes, it tastes great. But is it worth it? Is it worth an innocent life of another animal? I've been asked this question. You don't know what they're saying. You don't know how they feel. One of the best movies I've ever seen is A Time to Kill. And the movie A Time to Kill, there's one scene that's one of the best scenes in the movie, in my opinion. The most provocative and emotional moments is when the lawyer who's defending Samuel L. Jackson, because if you remember, Samuel L. Jackson, his child was killed by a white man, raped. I think actually she wasn't killed, she was just raped. Anyway, she was raped, brutally raped, and there's a white Tennessee jury that they're all biased and they all have their ways about them. They're bigoted, and they want to fry the black man for killing the rapist who raped his daughter. And in the end of the movie, he says one line that just makes me change. I was a bigot before I watched that movie, to be honest with you. I was a white supremacist. I believe that black people didn't deserve to live and they should be slaves. But after I watched that movie, it changed my whole outlook on life. Because close your eyes and imagine that's not a black girl, it's a white girl. Well, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that that's not a pig, that that's not a cow, or a sheep, or a turkey, or a chicken. Imagine it's a human little girl, or a boy. Now, if you saw a farmer stabbing a little newborn girl with a pitchfork, or soldering her ears off, how would that make you feel when the baby is kicked and pushed and punched? Next slice. How would you feel then? But then Meateaters may tell me, I don't know what they're saying. Crying is universal. Suffering is universal. Pain is universal. And not only that, if that baby was French speaking, and I didn't understand what that French toddler was saying, would it justify me killing it? Would it justify me bludgeoning it to death? Cutting its arms and legs off? Let it suffer in agony and pain, still alive, after it gets its throat cut? Because it's French? Oh well, I didn't know what it was saying. I don't know what the animal was saying. I didn't know how it felt. I didn't know how that French baby, I didn't know what it was saying. I didn't know how it was feeling. I didn't know what that German was saying, so I shot him. Get it? You get it now? Can you figure out why I'm pissed off? That's why I'm pissed. If I see another butcher that does this kind of slaughter, this kind of abuse to another animal, I may castrate his balls off and throw him in a heap of shit, pile of shit, and let him scream in agony and pain. See how he feels. How do you feel? Oh, I don't understand your language. Sorry. And kick him and punch him, and I didn't know his language. So it's okay. It's not okay. If you like this video, if you want to support my cause, and you want to end animal suffering and abuse, if you love animals, end the cruelty, end the exploitation, End the abuse. Do it now. Be human for once. That is an animal. Thank you.